It's time for Dr. Laura. I swear she's not gonna bore ya. For sexy advice, you don't have to think twice. Just say you're asking for a friend.
I'm Dr. Laura McGuire, a certified sex educator and sexologist. And today we're going to ask the question of what makes me the expert? So you might see a lot of articles out there, YouTube videos by people who say they are sexperts. But what makes them that? If you do a little bit of digging, you'll often find that they have little to no formal training in health education. Sometimes if you probe, they'll say, well, I've had a lot of sex. I've done so much reading and writing on the subject. But for me, and I hope for you, that doesn't really cut it. So what makes me different? To start off, I began my career as a health educator. I worked with at-risk teens in Texas and Florida where I'm certified to teach health education, and I help them understand topics such as consent, pleasure, STDs, pregnancy, and identity. And I loved it so much that I decided to go to grad school for it. I have my advanced degrees in health education, particularly around inclusion. So I focused on how do we better include people who survived sexual trauma, and how do we better include people like myself who are on the LGBTQ spectrum in health education. And so I also do it in other arenas, such as working as a doula, which is a non-medical birth professional. I help parents of all genders through pregnancy and miscarriage and abortion so that we're working on a full spectrum and making their experience as positive as possible. I'm also certified through AASECT, the American Association of Sexuality Educators, Counselors, and Therapists. I know, it's long, but it's important. And it's a program that post your degrees helps you become really good at being inclusive and aware and exploring your biases and opinions as a sex educator, counselor, or therapist. So all of these things is what makes me come to the table as someone who is informed, who has to keep up to date with the research, and has to make sure I'm being inclusive and careful in what I say and do. Because everybody has a human right to get comprehensive, accurate sex education. So one of the common questions I get after this is, well, that's what I want to do. How do I do what you're doing? Awesome. We need way more sex educators in the world. So you might want to go a medical route, get a degree in nursing or a medical doctorate, or you might want to do research, get your PhD in public health or in social work. All of those things can lead you on that path. Or like me, you might love education and get a degree in education around health. Lastly, I want to tell you something really important. I need your help. I need you to bring me questions. Make them as inclusive and comprehensive as possible because I really want to explore these topics with you. Send them our way, and don't worry, we know. You're just asking for a friend. Cheers, queers.